you just don't think about.
And I'm the big tech nerd too, and I can't even figure it out. So, okay, I think we're
Hey,
going
that's all right.
here. So I'm just waiting for Instagram to pop up here. So on StreamYard, it's really weird. Like here, it always prompts you to go live after for StreamYard. Okay, here we go. Instagram. Okay, we're live, Joe, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So would you say that you were watching the football game tonight?
Yeah, I was watching the Broncos and the Bills,
Yeah, I heard the
in
Broncos edged
which,
them. OT.
yeah, sucks. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm more excited for tomorrow, though, for the Bears game.
Yeah, it's
So,
we talk sports here. It's kind of interesting how I'm a decent Lions fan. We had Ben Johnson, and he goes on over to Chicago, and I don't know, he does pretty well, doesn't he?
yeah, but he's got some. I better keep his PG-13. He
Yeah,
just got some. I don't know. He's got some cockiness to him, which is cool.
he
But
does.
then
Yeah,
his arrogance really shows sometimes too.
yeah. I won't repeat what he said, last week's game when he beat the Packers, but that was kind of unsportsmanlike for him to kind of act the way he kind of did, and like what he said. It's like,
Handshake.
yeah, it's like no handshake to LaFleur, right?
Yeah, it was like one of those old. Hey, let me smack your hand and go.
I mean,
Because there was an interview at one time. It was like, yeah, I just like beating that guy. You
yeah,
know, yeah, it was yeah. And ever since it's just kind of been, I guess people have made more of that than what they do with like everything else off a little comment.
oh, it's like
But
if
and then again, it could be true.
yeah, the way he was. I mean, you
So,
don't say that. It's like we don't say that around our lawn customers. I don't think I've ever said even close to a choice thing, even though I've had some customers that have really irritated me.
oh, I've told one get back in the damn house. Just go on. If you're going to come out here and micromanage me and complain, just go back in your house.
Yeah,
Straight up, you go on.
you ever
Ain't
had
got
those
time for
people
you.
like Joe, like you're cutting? You ever had those people that like watch you the whole time while you're mowing? I'm just sitting there like,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
let me cut. I don't stop following me
yeah,
around.
yeah. Well, it's mainly the mowing part, not less the trimming. And I've had some, man. There's some that just they sit on the porch and just watch, and they're like, "Yeah, you're getting it done. Good job."
It's almost like they're
Then
stalking you.
yeah, to make sure you're cutting at the right height and you're not burning the trimming down. Yeah, I got a few.
Have you
But
ever
some of them I enjoy it, but there's some it's just like, oh, go in the house, just go on. Make me nervous.
have you ever had those people that
Nerv-
they come outside and they say, "Can you cut it shorter?" And then you pretend to change the deck height, and then you cut the same length,
oh,
and then they go, "Oh, it looks
oh
great."
yeah, oh yeah. Like I had an HOA at one time. And there were 63 houses in there, but we could only cut 62 of them because one wanted to do their thing, and we cut that one time, and he called the police on me, and it almost had us arrested for trespassing because I knew, but I was like,
Wow.
I just totally forgot. And but yeah, that place there, like one customer wants you to cut it taller, and one customer wants you to cut it shorter.
You like scalp
So
it.
you're like, okay. So you put this on, you act like you drop it, and they go back and you pull it right back up, and oh yeah, that looks so much better. I'm like, you dumbass.
It's like you
I
didn't,
didn't, I didn't even do nothing different. Yeah,
you didn't,
but
you didn't.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But
Oh well. Oh,
it's all good.
that's fine. No, but that's hey, it's that's the life of the clients, though, isn't it? Sometimes dealing with
Oh yeah,
people like that. A lot of times I just bite my tongue, but especially the people, or like you have the client. So we had a decent snow event come through here on Thursday. So they were calling for a half inch to an inch, and then we got like 5 inches. Caught everyone off guard. So I was towards the end of my route, Joe, and had this client. He's like, "Oh, just come tomorrow. We're getting more snow." I'm like, "No, I'm not coming tomorrow because it'll be 33, so it'll melt a bit and then freeze. And on top of that, we're getting more snow." So I just said, "Fine." I said, "I have no problem coming tomorrow. You just make it more difficult." And then he immediately changed his tune. So
yeah. But like we were supposed to got between 1 to 4 yesterday or last night,
yeah, you were
and
talking
we
about
got
that on
maybe
Facebook.
like we had got like half an inch, and it never fails. Every time I buy a whole pallet of salt, I never get to use it. But if I buy 10 to 20 bags, dude, it will snow cats and dogs. But they're calling for like I think you're supposed to get some of it too. This coming Wednesday, Thursday, or
I think they're
Thursday, Saturday.
Sunday night they're calling for 1 to 3, but did you go out salting the other night or no?
No, we didn't do nothing.
Oh
Like
man.
nothing. Like I mean, I even went to bed and got up and looked out the window. I was like, that shit's just wet.
Was it just
Then
nothing,
I
just
get a
like wet
text.
snow?
Nothing. It was yeah. It was like as soon as it hit the ground, it would melt. So
Oh man.
just then I got a text at 7 o'clock. Hey, so and so's been out salting. Don't know why. Yeah, I don't know either. Insane.
I mean, it
Oh
could have.
well. And,
Could you have tried like pre-salting it, or was it just above freezing, or
no,
it didn't matter?
like we was in the 40s all day.
Oh, forget that. Yeah, then it probably doesn't matter.
Then like it got down to like 33, 32,
Oh,
like
yep.
there towards the end. So you're just bending people over at that point.
I mean, unless some wanted that though. But yeah, I mean, if they elect not to salt, then they won't do it. It's funny. I've been having still. We're talking about issues with my multi-force. We're still having them. It's really bizarre. It's something with the cold, even with the new battery. Like it wants to try to start and then it can't quite start. But if you prime it, so on the multi-force, if you turn the key, just halfway, it makes this buzzing sound. And on the EFI engine, that's like priming it. And if you do it over and over and over for a long time, then don't start it and then start it. It'll eventually fire up though. But when we had that event come in, I had to snow blow my commercials with my Toro RC little snow blower because my multi-force wouldn't start. I can't figure out what's wrong with it.
That's interesting because Cameron had a problem with his Toros just click, 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 and you may reach out to Cameron Duncan and see what they did to his. But also, I known he did a post back in November, December that was so cold that his batteries were just drained.
Yeah, it's funny because my buddies, they have the same multi-force because I used to, do salt and snow with them until I branched out my own this year. And they leave their multi-force on the trailer covered with snow, and it looks like it looks like it has 5,000 hours. It has less hours than mine. They just don't really, take good care of it. And theirs fires right up. So I was doing some research. It might be something with, so there's a fuel pump, but then the EFI like also has like a fuel pump component too. It might be something with that, but that's like a $350 fix. And guess what? I don't want I don't want to sink that money on that.
Oh, I get that. Like every now and then, like my Cubs with the EFI, like if it takes too long for it to start, well, it turns over and takes a while for it to fire, and it starts. I have no throttle and the red light's on. I have to shut it off, then restart it, and it's perfectly fine.
At EFI
so
things.
I don't know.
I mean, isn't EFI okay? Like my EFI's been it's fired up great all the way till this season because I've actually used it during the winter. So what I did in a pinch yesterday was I went to Harbor Freight and I bought one of those $99 Bauer space heaters. And I'm just going to start. I'm just going to start. It's a propane gas heater. I'm just going to heat up the garage now, get it toasty, and then it should fire up every time because I hate saying it. I'm too cheap to pay to maybe have it diagnosed to get it fit. Because when I went to the Schleybaugh Christmas party, because I've been buying my stuff through Schleybaugh and they just ship it to me, they were saying it was possibly the oil. So they sold me some 5W20 oil that I'm going to put in because right now I'm running 10W40. So that might be a difference.
I don't know because all my stuff's got 1040 or 1540 in it.
Because they were saying because it's colder, this oil is weighted for more winter. It can maybe the engine's not getting enough lubrication to fire up. At this point, Joe, I don't know.
No, that's interesting because I don't know either. Like I'm stumped. I don't know. So
I'm just sitting there scratching my head.
I don't know if it would be the oil weight preventing. I mean, because you at least turn over.
Well, you were right though, because I swapped the battery out, and it sounded like it was struggling to like not enough It was just so cold. I think the battery. So I think it's supposed to fire at like 13.4 volts or something like that, and mine's at like 12.2. Between 12.2 and 12.4.
Right.
So And then if you keep trying to turn it over, it just mows the battery down more and more. But if you do what I've been doing is you kind of prime it a bit, then stop it, then wait, and then keep trying to fire, it'll eventually kind of turn over. But it's just really weird because it's getting enough gas. I can't figure out what it is.
I have no idea. No idea. Maybe just, like you said, just get that heater, just let it run for an hour or two before you start it, and let the garage heat and see what happens.
Yeah, if we ever get a deal
Is
with
that all you
Toro
can do?
on the podcast, Joe, if we ever got a deal with Toro, I mean, I'd love them, but they wouldn't like me showing footage of it just not starting. But I did. So your plow just has like a metal, bottom, right? Just a scraping bottom. What's it? The 7-footer?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Boss. Hell, it's in my driveway right now. I ain't put it back up. It's the Boss 7-foot straight blade.
Because it's
I
funny
think.
when
Yeah.
I got my 5-foot Boss straight blade, they had the trip springs too loose, so my plow kept kind of flapping down, and it wore the rubber scraper
Cutting
basically
edge.
all the way down. So I flipped it out the other day.
Does,
Oh, it's night and day difference, and then tightening the trip makes a huge difference.
did yours have the nylon edge on it?
Yeah, it's like a rubber nylon edge. And when I went to the Schleyball, the Spencer Christmas party, I was debating about buying a
Yeah.
new edge. They wanted $250 for a new nylon edge, but they gave me a free 5-foot metal edge on it, and they said if you want,
Yeah.
you can swap it out. So, but I even gouged the grass on the nylon edge, so I can't imagine what kind of damage I would do on that with
Right.
the metal edge, because I don't get I don't care how good you are. I mean, you'll damage the plows.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got a buddy. He's tore up some A-frames, the plow A-frames itself, a time or two. And luckily, knock on whatever, that I haven't done that yet.
We had got some comments here.
So
I didn't realize
it's not a.
Van Green Lawn Care, Joe said, classic. Will you cut it shorter? Yep, leave it the height. Yeah, leave the height. And they say, oh, yeah, much better. we were talking about that earlier. So, and then this guy says, my grandstand doesn't like starting once it drops below freezing. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just not me.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. In which, I start most of my stuff once a week anyhow. But, but for you, you're a little northern, a little colder. I mean, maybe it's worth going out there starting once a day.
Yeah.
Then if you're going to go do snow, they said you got that heater, turn that little heater on. Hey, I'm going to take me an hour and a half nap before I go out there and turn that heater on. And, I mean, it don't hurt to try.
No, you're always innovating and thinking of things, Joe. I mean, we were talking about this on Messenger. I forgot to reply to you a couple weeks ago, but we can't sit still, right? Like we always have to be doing something. And so when it comes to the winter, we got to be like keep our hands going. But since your weather's not that crappy, weren't you doing some cleanups and some like was it some brush jobs the other day or like trimming or something?
Yeah, I still am. I've been doing a little everything. And let's see. Well, me and another buddy of mine, we put up a hog fence yesterday morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still trimming bushes. We're supposed to get down to like negatives for like a day or two.
It's supposed to be cold
because of wind chill factor. But I've got a trim job to do tomorrow. I've got a creek I cut back in the spring. We're going to do that next week before it snows, because the following Wednesday I have my third hand surgery. So I'm actually being forced to take off like 2 to 3 weeks. And like I'm scratching my head. I'm like, man, this ain't cool, especially if it snows.
Well, you'll be upset with that. So explain what's been going on with your hand, because you kind of mentioned it to me. Is that just like repeated use?
Yes, when I broke it, they put that screw in. Well, I figured how to weed eat with a broken hand. Use the
Joe,
cast.
nothing stops you.
Yeah. Well, live and learn, And needless to say, I worked the screw loose. I could move the screw in my hand, so they had to take it out. Now I can close my hand, but it don't close all the way. So I got excess bone growth on my middle knuckle. Then they're going to cut me up in there, shave it, clean it out, and they're going to go in my hand and the tendon. I got trigger finger. They're going to fix that and my carpal tunnel. So they're saying no lifting over 2 pounds for 3 weeks.
Honestly, nothing is stopping you. You know, I've been doing this 16 years, Joe, and I haven't broke a bone yet, but it's probably coming, isn't it?
Don't pray for it. Don't hope for it.
No,
because it sucks.
Well, when I was trimming
so
on
it's
this,
like Ken Morris. Yeah. You know, he broke his foot last year.
Really,
he managed to get through it. Yeah, and he's got a good thing going with Stripe Life too. I don't know if you listen to any of their podcasts yet.
I haven't listened much to them. I saw them at the expo. Weren't they around?
Expo. Yeah. They just opened Beyond the Stripe or Behind the Stripe, and it's on Spotify and I think Apple Music. And he's going from, and where does he live? He's going somewhere all the way to Montana, and he's starting over in a way, but he's partnered up with the guy if I listen to it correctly. But who knows?
I couldn't. I mean, breaking a foot. How do you even work? You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, do you sit?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know.
I would hang up the towel that season.
Yeah, you think breaking the hand's bad. I couldn't imagine breaking the foot, breaking an ankle. Like, just let me draw into my retirement or let me go get a big loan and I'll pay it next year. I'm going to sit on my ass for the next 6 months.
Well, think about it. I mean, I was trimming on the Segway and I took a really bad fall, a couple times on it, and because I landed on my Echo 2620T, and I banged up my wrist. I think if I hit it any harder, I probably would have broke my wrist. And then it's like, well, what do? Do you just cut and then not trim for weeks? That would look really bad.
Right. Yeah, it's like my stepdad, he mows grass too. He's retired from state road department, and he's got some age. He was starting a lawnmower, and it was choking. Like, it was overloading. He huffed enough fumes that he passed out and bruised his ribs real bad. And now he's over there on 3 milliliters of oxygen. And
how do you do that?
He's in bad shape. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know he got hurt until my family called. My mom was like, "Hey, I got your stepdad out of the hospital." I'm like, "What the hell did he do?" And they were saying that the fumes, they were just overpowering, and he just passed out. I'm like, damn.
You have to try to have that happen, don't you? That's like they have to be sitting by.
Yeah,
it's like you're not trying
crazy.
To work. Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah.
I've never.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Fumes never bothered me. It was more so just dust and stuff getting in my eyes, or just grass and sneezing. That's been I guess that'll be the bane of my lawn care existence. But other than that, I've had a pretty boring career when it comes to injuries. I mean, stung by a couple bees, but nothing crazy. And surprisingly, my back's been fine too. I mean, you ever try those Darwin's grips?
No, because every time I think about it, I see one that's broke. And it's like,
that's funny.
If I want to break a damn weed eater, I'll just, I'll leave it between the truck and trailer and drive off like I have numerous of times.
That's hilarious. So, I mean, some of the taller guys were saying that they like them because.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got a 7-foot lurch out there trying to weed eat with a little handle, and he's slumped over. By the end of the day, he looks like a crippled up prune, I mean, so they got to have something for them tall guys.
I mean, I'm not tall. I mean, you met me. I'm not tall, and I really don't have any back problems there on the trimmers. But I think the Segway it actually fixed my posture even more because you're like a foot and a half taller, so like everything's easier to trim.
Yeah, absolutely. How did your thing go with Eric Jones a couple weeks ago?
Oh,
Eric and the turf teacher and turf
teacher, yeah, good guy. He's a solid guy over there at Turf's Up. Did you win that giveaway the other day, or who won that?
Yeah, I won. Yeah, last night I did. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I sure did.
That's
I met Eric.
That's some grass catch, isn't it?
I met Eric 3 or 4 years ago.
Is at the expo?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's got a degree in horticulture, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's smart. Like, he's really, really smart. and he's got a real good business too.
Yeah, it's a
Really
whole.
good. I love seeing his Christmas lights when he posts what he
Oh
does.
yeah, because they recently they took a trip. They were like an hour away from me, or not an hour, like 2 hours away from me, because they got like a new lift to take like lights up and down. But
Yeah,
he's in a whole different part of the green industry, and you got to admit, Joe, it's pretty good because he's talking about stuff that, I mean, I'll be honest, that I don't know that much about plants and that type of green.
yeah, like, and I think it'd be cool to go just meet up and go to one of his classes and hang out. And like, there's some stuff that he'll talk about. I'm like, dude, can you speak English to me? Because I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we know a lot, but the best part about it is, I mean, we'll tell you point blank on the show when I don't know, I don't know, and that's a whole different realm. Like you and I can talk mowing, cutting all day, and we'll debate, go back and forth. When he starts talking about that plant stuff, I'm like, okay, really, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, and because I've been on his radio show every now and then, and it's been years and years. And he used to always talk about my flashy work shirts that I had at one time, where my logo was on the chest crest, then on the back it was embroidered on the back, then my hats.
I'd take
So
one of your hats because when I met you at the expo, you had that nice, was that PGM fishing button up, Smoking Joe's blue polo.
yeah,
Those are nice.
yeah, yeah. I do. I was doing two or three a year, and I've kind of cut back to like one.
They're
Because by the time you
expensive.
buy the shirt and you send, it's like $175 a shirt
Oh, forget that. Yeah,
when
no,
it's all
don't send
said
me
and
one.
done.
Forget it. I don't need one. Nope. That's a
Then,
lot of
then,
money.
then we've done. Then this year we did one. But I've done some other screen printing stuff. But I've gone to all dry fit. But I really like the embroidered stuff better than the screen print.
Oh, the embroidered stuff is
So
the way to go. I mean, okay, maybe not a shirt, but I'd buy a hat off of you. Just send me to your shop. Like we have Turf Nerds merch, but
oh
it's just a buddy of mine that prints it. I'm like, I don't want any money from you, so he actually prints it. Like, I
oh I
mean,
did
yeah,
I just send you one for the heck of it.
I'll just pay
And
for
I've
your
got a
shipping
few
on
of
that.
them. Had a few come in the other day, and I mean, I've got probably about 75 to 100 hats, like mine, John Deere, Cub, Hustler, some dealers, you name it. I'm looking at one that says Jake's Country Sausage. It's been a while since I wore that one. So, but I did get an email from DeWalt yesterday. Yesterday about spending about 20 to 30 minutes with him next week on a call about running some DeWalt stuff.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
So
Try that out. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know if it's don't know if it's going to be just all handhelds or maybe they're going to dip back into the mowing a little bit after what happened. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm very interested in some of that battery stuff.
Well, speaking of battery stuff, after the expo, I think they had Echo sent us an email. I think they must have sent it to most of the media guys there, but they said, hey, if you ever want to test or demo or try some stuff, just let me know what you want. So I said, okay, send me any commercial like trimmer or blower you have. I would love to put it through the ringer. And so they asked for my address the other day, so I'll just sit here and wait. Not Echo. It was a Still. Asked me if I wanted to try anything. I said, even if you wanted to send me over like a commercial battery mower, because they do have some of those zero turns, I'd try that. I mean, I probably wouldn't like it, but can't hurt to try.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I've got a big interest in that, and I know their top of the line battery trimmer is $1,000, and the way they broke it down
Is it
was the
really?
trimmer's
Wow.
one thing. Yeah, they said the trimmer's one thing, the battery's one price, and the battery's one price. Then the last I knew,
Holy smokes.
the DeWalt for the trimmer battery and the battery pack, if I'm correct, was like $700.
Then I think in the
So
long run, they're trying to claim that it pays for itself, right? Basically, that's how they kind of
yeah,
suck you in.
yeah,
They'll just basically say, "Hey, this will pay for itself
yeah,
over time," which I can't justify that.
in which you think they say one battery equals 2 to 3 tanks of gas that you'd use,
That's what they were saying. I'm still not sold
but
on it because
but they've got
I trim so much.
Right, right. I get it. And it's you get three different speeds you can run that trimmer on. And of course, if you're going to put it on, say, level 3 and run that sun buck wide open through the whole property, you're probably going to kill it in a matter of 45 minutes.
Yep, you're
So,
right. I mean, you're trying to be pretty honest with it. Like, I mean, you'll try it out, but you'll tell them if it's garbage, right?
oh, absolutely. If it's junk, buddy, you find my nearest provider and come get it, buddy, or I'll bring it to you.
Take it
And
back.
you're only 20 minutes up the road from me. Here you go.
At that point, it's
But
like you just say thanks, no thanks. I don't even want it. I mean, I'm not totally turned off to trying some of the battery. I don't think it's going to hang with the gas in the long run. I really don't. I mean, I'd love my battery handhelds, like my Milwaukee M18. I have the Milwaukee M12 air
right.
compressor, the grease gun. Anything beyond that,
Well,
okay,
maybe
yeah, maybe like a chainsaw and a hedge trimmer because you're not like you're ranking on it all the time. But anything like above that, I don't know.
like my Milwaukee little pruning saw and my saws and my impacts, dude, that's love. That's great.
Oh yeah, those are
Like
awesome.
I had a Milwaukee hedge trimmer, and there's one day had about 60 small excuse me, 60 small boxwoods,
Oh
and I
yeah,
trimmed them all on one battery. I trimmed them all on one battery.
and it's nice and it's clean too.
Then yeah, but then something got screwed up, and I took it apart, put it back together, and the son buck never run again. So I took it to where I bought it, and it's like, Joe, we just sell that. We just don't work on that. You have to send it to Milwaukee. I'm like, screw that, and so I just threw it in the trash.
Yeah, and like that's the problem.
So
Say something breaks on it. So get this, like I had my M18, the original battery that it came with, it died all the way and it wouldn't charge. It was so dead that it wouldn't hold a charge. And so you're like, oh, you have to take it to like a Milwaukee dealer or like an outfit and have them warranty it. I'm like, that's crap that I can't even try to take this thing apart to fix it myself. Whereas at least with any gas
yeah,
handheld, at least with a gas handheld, we have a fighting chance to try to fix it, don't we?
yeah, yeah. And, it's gonna sound bad. I love the smell of gas.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like I love the smell of it burning off a little bit. So yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe it's the whole Tim Allen thing. The little power and
More power.
just
Oh
go
yeah.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So I
I
don't know, but
usually have these saved here. Oh man, there we go. They don't have any
yeah,
more power like grunts. It's just all the same thing. Oh, dude, that show was great. No, but that's the thing. More power. It's just I really want to try to like what some of the battery is, but in the long run, I know guys will hate me for it. I don't think it's going to last beyond some of the smaller battery handhelds, like maybe hedge trimmer or a chainsaw. String trimmer, I don't see just running on like half the power. Yeah, when you're at like a 10 lawn stop and most of it's trimming, I'm gonna go through like 5 batteries and at least that one stop. I just
right.
the investment. I don't
And I
think it's
know,
worth it.
like I've talked to another dealer, and they've got a big commercial customer. They have a whole 24-foot enclosed trailer dedicated to all battery trimmers and handhelds. And they do a lot of commercial properties like apartments and stuff.
Mm.
And that's what they use. So when they go to this place or these places, they make sure that trailer is on hand.
That's
So I don't.
too much money. I mean,
I ain't got that kind of money. Like I just can't invest, that kind of money. And say you get 30 weed eaters and they're $1,000 a piece. I think I could spend my money a little wiser on something else. But
big time.
if it's being paid back, I mean, I get it. If you're making money and people are happier that, hey, we didn't know you was here, we didn't hear you. I understand.
That's the thing. I think some aspects. I mean, you could get to some lawns really, really early and just start trimming. But at that point, I don't even like getting there like that mega early because it's just all wet, and it's like
Right. Well, it's like
yeah.
that guy, Blades of Grass.
Oh yeah,
Is that
Johnny.
his name?
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah.
He's in the back. He's got it in his truck. Ain't he all electric?
Yeah, I think he's all electric, and he was doing some stuff with. I think he's doing some stuff with John Deere, but I think that was a gas powered mower. Not sure, but he's gone a lot of battery powered and stuff, and he'll be going around these lawns really early in the morning, like even with those, I think some push mowers he's got, and he'll be able to just
Right.
start mowing really early, and people can't hear him. And I mean,
Right.
that's nice, but it's just unless you're giving that to me, I can't really afford that. I'll be honest. It's like, oh well,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did the demo when I did the deer tour 3 years ago. They didn't have anything really electric out. Mower wise, they had one, but it wasn't ready to be used. And I'm really surprised Deere would even invest into anybody, honestly, as far as in the industry other than agricultural use.
here we
So
go.
if he's got something swinging with,
Someone says, if you want hospital or nursing home contracts here, then you must use low noise electric. Huh. That's probably the truth. Well, it depends on what
and it
you're
makes
starting.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I mean, don't you do some homes like that, Joe? I thought you did a. What'd you do?
I've had
Was
I had some apartments and I broke my
apartment?
hand and they
Yeah.
fired me. Yeah, they fired me. Been with them for 7 years and I couldn't keep up with the landscape, so they fired me.
No. Well,
So that was a
their
blessing.
loss. Yeah. See you
Long,
later. Right.
well, yeah, I lost $6,000 a month, but I lost a headache, and the company that took it over, one of his managers, which had stopped me, he's like, "Man, are they always that hard to please?" I'm like, "Thanks for taking my headache." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, you're going through. You're asking me, are they hard to please? Go figure it out."
You certainly will figure it out right away. It's like, oh well, don't want to work for you guys. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. Like I get, but they got me into changing smoke detectors and locks and dishwashers and you name it. They was getting me to do this and do that, and I wasn't charging them for it. Then here I'm hurt, and then hey, screw you, you're fired.
At that point, it's
We're
like
going
not even
another
lawn
route.
care. It's like that's not even lawn care. It's like I've had these clients, and we've talked about it on the show before with Greg, where I specifically say I don't pull weeds, and then I had this one client that said, "Hey, after you're done mowing, just pull a couple weeds for me. It'll just take you 5 minutes." And I said, "No." I said 5 minutes in this industry adds up to a lot of time. It's like absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, usually I don't mind pulling them, but I'd like to go and put a pre-emergent down or go in there and just take some spray and some RM18, RM43 from Tractor Supply. I just throw it in the truck, and I've had plenty of people, "Oh, you're going to get in trouble by doing that." No, I'm not. I'm not hurting nobody. Quit being a puss. Just let
Yeah.
me be. I'll just go ahead and just spray them and go on.
Yeah, you got too many people that care too much about that. I mean, I'll spray here and there, but I'm not doing it, to actually make a biz out of that, which I did. You ever consider,
Yeah.
Joe, of maybe kind of branching off, maybe cutting down on the mowing and maybe getting into more of the of that FERT side just for the sake of the wear and tear on the body? I mean, I've thought about it, but you got to get some
No.
like
Yes, but
education.
no.
There's education up here in
Yeah.
Michigan to do it, and I'm smart, but when it comes to taking a test, I'm pretty stupid. So
That's facts here too. And I'd like to do it for the customers I already have. I don't want to go out and advertise for another 100 customers. I don't want that.
you know, I,
If I
yeah.
do it for my customers only, then yeah. But I don't want to go off and do Peter and Paul and Jean's neighbor and Paul's sister-in-law. I don't want that. I don't want to start that. I have no interest in that.
Yeah, I if I were to totally switch from like the cutting division over to like the FERT side, I could probably get a lot of my mowing clients just to go with me. And then, I mean, it's not you'd have to try to. I mean, the way to do it is, I mean, I have a guy who sprays my lawn for free because I've referred him so much of my lawns, but
Right.
he does 4 apps. A lot of companies do 5 to 9 apps, and I think at that point, when you really get past 5 apps, it's not necessary. You're just spraying the lawn just to have it grow, just because it makes it the
I
lawn
think
guys.
I think a lot of guys do a 6-step program here. And I finally seen one that did a 5-step. And usually the 6-step is in November, December, in which we had guys, I don't know what they were spraying beginning of the month, but so I know some were wrapping up their 6-step. But I did a lot of fertilizing with one guy, me and one homeowner. He had another company come in and do some pre-emergent and something else. But me and him, he loves numbers. He loves chemicals. He was in the chemical industry, and man, we got to the grind on his, and his yard is super green, super healthy, and it was just me and him. There was no liquid fertilizer on that property in 2 years. It's been all granule.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what they were
Yeah,
saying about the granule. It's
and
supposed to be pretty good.
yeah, and this guy, he's like, I don't believe in doing the sixth step because you're in November, December, and ground temperatures drop. Nothing works under 55 degrees
Yeah,
when the ground temperature drops below
yeah, it's
55.
like that
So you're
threshold,
paying for something you're paying for something that's just going to sit there.
and basically do nothing until the spring almost.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how some of the
So
guys
I
get them.
and
They can kind of milk the system there with the clients and be like, oh yeah, it just needs one more app, and it's like just it's like November where the grass is starting to go dormant. I don't know. I could just sit on the grass until the spring. I, it, you just don't want to spread yourself, I guess, too thin. That's where mowing's bread and butter. I guess you think there could be more liability with spraying, probably because you can kill lawns.
oh yeah, imagine spraying a yard with the wrong chemicals and having to go back and pull it out and resod it just because you didn't clean your tank out or your
Oh,
gun out,
oh no.
or you just used the wrong chemical. Could you imagine that? That'd be awesome.
I'd be pretty embarrassed. I mean, the worst we do with mowing is damaging yards from getting stuck or scalping, but the grass comes back. That's where like grass is really hard.
Yeah.
It's like you could butcher this one area and then it comes back. I mean, I don't scalp, but we have a lot more saving grace with doing light damage to lawns and mowing than we do spraying. But the payoff though is too, you don't have to spray every day. You do 4 or 5 times a year and stagger it out. Some guys make six figures doing it like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, but other states have it set where, like Michigan has it where you have to take a test and work under someone for like 2 or 3 years. And I said, you gotta be kidding me, really?
Right.
How they keep
Yeah,
track of that?
I think Kentucky's the same way. I know you got to take the test. You got to keep your license and your points up, and so I think Kentucky might be the same way. I just, like I said, I just don't. It's interesting, but then again, it's like a turnoff to me too. Like the more I think about it and talk about it, I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. I'd rather just beat my body up a little bit, and because some of that chemical stuff, you really don't know what the hell you're spraying. Just because it's on a label, don't mean it ain't bad.
Yeah, that's where. Have you ever like after a guy like sprays and then I mow it, I end up taking I'm smelling what he's putting down. I start coughing. It's like, man, what is that junk that he's spraying on the yard? It's like it's not sitting right with me. And it's some that those chemicals can kill you. I would
Like,
rather inhale fumes of gas than I would some of the chemicals when it comes to
right.
spraying.
Well, it's just like all my treated yards. I have that customer get with their person that does their chemicals, and on the back of their yard sign, their little spray sign, I want the date and the time they was there.
Hmm.
So one, the property has time to dry, or two, that I'm not coming in directly right behind them and running through it or blowing their granules out or whatever. And nine times out of 10, when that sticks in the yard, I can pull it up and I have a time and a date. Then if it's, they just left 10 minutes before I was there, I'll just put it in the ground and I'll go to the next stop and I'll come back later that day.
I wish I could do that.
So,
I have too many lawns to be able to turn around. I mean, I'm sure you're quick going in there, and you have good reasoning to come back and do it like that, Joe. But so as we kind of approach this 2026 season, we'll go for like 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes. What other services are you trying to like target in the upsell realm? Like I'm trying to get more people on the mulch and more of like the ancillary hedge trimming and obviously aerations. And you found any ways to get people to really kind of hook, line, and sinker sign up for it?
like, honestly, I haven't even really thought that far ahead because I think I've lost maybe one customer I know hands have changed with one, and we're in contract negotiation. I wanted to do 12 months, year round pay, but the guy that does the finance is like, well, I'm paying you for 3 months for you to do nothing. Can I pay you can I do a direct deposit every week for 9 months? Other than that, I still have 126 customers. And
Wow.
out of all them 126 that I do the mulch, I do the trimming, I do, the gutter blowouts. So I'm kind of full in a way, and don't if Pete up the street wants me to mow his grass, yeah, I'll take it because it's down the street from my house.
Pete up the
Or
street.
if
That's
it's in
so
the
great.
area, or if it's just in the roundabout area where I am, and I don't have to go out of an 8 to 10 mile radius to get there, I'll take it. But right now, I'm pretty full,
Well, you want
so I
to
don't.
staying full is the way to do it. Like I think tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to send my prepays for the 2026 mowing season. That's when I like send them out. I don't let people pay too close to mowing because it helps with some dough through the winter. But I've always classified it, okay. Truly prepays paying me well before the season. So that's how I did it last year, and it worked out fine. I had a good chunk of prepays, and that's the way that I'm trying to do it. And it's been working
So
out
are
like that.
you doing it by the quarter, or are you doing it by like 6 months, or are you doing it by the month prepay?
You just doing it. So how I do the prepays is you just do it by the cuts. So 27 cuts.
Well, that's what
20,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
27
But that's what I'm saying.
say it again.
Are you having them paid for 27 cuts up front,
Yep,
or are
up
you
front.
doing, hey, you gonna pay?
It's up front,
See,
and they get a 10% discount. That's how it works. And people take advantage of it because in my price increase and prepay feeler tomorrow, I'll basically say, hey, 2026 season is on us. I sent this email around this time last year. If you want to save for the 2026 season, 10% now is the time to keep my service high quality and to a high standard. There has to be a slight increase, and no one's really barked at it. And I don't mind losing maybe a couple lawns just to kind of dial it in more. It's a couple lawns that I could probably get rid of, and because I quite frankly don't like want to do. So just dial it up more,
Right.
raise them. I don't know. I was thinking about raising $2 or $3, maybe $2, because I really hit them big time like the year before. So my lawns are at a pretty good price, but you slowly increase it just a little bit because there's
Yeah,
some that need it more than
I
none.
looked. I looked at one in Frankfurt, which is 15, 18 minutes up the road, and I really shot myself in the foot. Like, it's probably every bit of a $1,200 to $1,400 mow, and I was like $1,100, and I sent that in there, and ever since then I've just regretted it, and I feel like it's been over a week. Like, okay, I'm too high. I'm too high for them, but I'm too cheap in my mind. So I think if they call, I may just have to be like, we'll have to renegotiate this bid because I'm just wrong.
And they appreciate when
So,
you're so honest like that. They really do like appreciate you being that frank and that up and honest. And they'll be willing. I mean, they'll like you so much just because your quality of work that they'll pay for anything. Like I have clients, I could
well,
charge them like
they
60, $70 a cut, and they'd still be there. And I have postage stamp lawns. Like mine aren't big at all.
yeah, and like they did have me come in and do some leaves. Not be 2 weeks. Well, Friday was a week ago, and we kind of went through it, and I was there 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, "Hey, there's starting to rain." He's like, "Dude, you did more than I thought you did, but it looks excellent." I'm like, "Well, if you need any help, just let me know." And then the manager come out. She's like, "It looks really, really good." And I'm like, "Yeah, I appreciate it." But I got in some places that we didn't go over, we didn't see, we didn't take the golf cart trip around to, and then that's when it really sank in. It's like this might just be a bad fit if I can't get more money.
It's always surprise, and that's where you just. I mean, the more upfront you can be with them and tell them that right away, they'll be more worried about. Okay, I'll give you 15, 20, 30, $40 more for something like that. Or if they see you just busting your butt out there, I've had a lot of clients that have given me more just because they see me toiling out there trying to get it done.
Right, right. Well, I like the customers that bring me a 12-pack of beer out. They're like, "Here's you a tip,
Oh,
buddy."
yeah.
I'm
Living the
like, "Why,
dream.
hell yeah,
You're like, you know
yeah."
what? You go around, hey Joe, how's it going? And then you tell them this.
Living the dream, cutting the green, you know.
You got to tell them that right now. That's awesome. You know, I've had clients have given me cash tips or beverage tips too. It was just like years ago. I don't know, probably 5 years ago. Clients like, here, I have a whole bunch of extra wine. Take it home. Good job on the cleanup. I said, okay, all right, thanks. But no,
Yeah.
when you get the beer, that's good, and or just the cash tips, or it's like I had this one driveway that I do, and this lady always gives me like extra cash every time, and she pays me like there on the spot. It was nice. I went there 2 days ago, Joe. It's a straight push. I charge her I think $50 for it. It's the easiest straight push ever. She always gives me like cash or just extra, and it's really nice. And the neighbor popped out across the street. It's like, here, have a beer. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So that's the kind of culture
Oh yeah.
that like you like try to get into now too. But yeah, my commercials. I'm going to the drawing board next year for my plowing commercials. I mean, I'm sure you've been there too. I underbid them slightly because I was trying to kind of dial it in and just say that I got into it, and then next year I can probably up that price by at least $35 a push.
Yeah, and it's like I got in a conversation last week with another guy in Louisville, which it's 42 minutes from me, 49 minutes, whatever. And we was talking salt price, and we was just talking price per bag. Then we got talking price per pound, and this guy was like, "Joe, I think you're leaving money on the table at $1.25 per pound of salt." I'm like, "You think so?" He said, "I really think so." He's like, "I think you could get more per pound than $1.25."
Did you tell them
I'm like,
really?
"I know people around." I'm like, "I know people around here. It's like 34 cents a pound, 48 cents a pound, 80 cents a pound."
Oh,
And
sheesh.
he's like, "I think." I'm like, I'm still, I guess I'm fucking 1975 over here on the bag, because like the bag's like $8.58, and here I'm charging, damn near $20 the bag,
Yeah, I mean, I was
and
doing like they have the Eco Green 50-pound bag of salt. It's like $12, and so what I do is just double the price. It's like, okay,
right,
if you want me to salt your driveway, it'll be $25, and the bag costs me $12. I mean, maybe my salt
right,
price is. I've done so much research on like pricing salt. There's guys who can pay for their stupid courses or not. You don't have to. It's all for free online, guys. Honestly, you can get all this information for free online, and we're never gonna sell you or charge you anything. But I know some guys charge by like the square footage for salt, but I was just doing it by the bag and try to factor in like a profit margin, right? So 20 to 30% profit margin is
right.
good. So try to hit that for the salt. And I'm no mathematician, but you can figure this out yourself. ChatGPT is great for stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like, let's say I pull into a parking lot and it takes 3 bags, that's 150 pounds. And, if I'm charging $20 a bag, that's $60.
Yeah.
But I've only paid 9, 18, $27 for the salt. But then there's $110 just for just showing up with the truck.
I mean,
So,
honestly, that sounds like a pretty fair price. I mean, I've seen
right.
guys do all over the map, and I'm sure you've been hearing about the salt shortage here right now. I think it's getting like to close to $200 a ton. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not moving that much salt around, but really, what it is they're saying that there's really no salt. There's no like, I guess they're having enough of it, but they're saving it for like the cities and the municipalities and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I it's so hard to figure out
Like,
what's yeah.
I bought mine yesterday. One of my buddies, he buys it by the ton bulk, and his supplier was running short, and he had two reserves, and they weren't able to get it because they had no salt. So he found a lead on another supplier, but he bought a pallet of bag salt himself for like sidewalks and whatnot. But the supplier we was at, they had like 10 pallets, and he said he had like 4 or 5 more tractor trailers coming in. Then another competitor had called and was asking for 10 pallets. So
That's a
I
lot.
don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. and it's only a ton on a pallet. And, like, I don't know what my buddies are paying, but I got another supplier, bulk salt in the ton was 170, but me buying the blue salt by the ton in the bag was 415.
Oh, really? Oh, oh,
Yeah,
wow. Oof. That's that seems
yeah.
like it's pretty high, right?
And the thing is, like, I run the tailgate spreader. I had to put a vibrator on it to stop
Yeah,
it from gumming up because
or that stuff won't.
some of that salt,
Yeah,
yeah, it won't feed through.
that salt won't feed
So
through, and those tailgate spreaders. I've used a couple with my buddies back in the day. They can be a little bit finicky, but when they work, they're awesome. But what do you do when you're riding around in your truck and it's just you and it gets jammed? You got to hop out, go over there, right? Look at it, figure it out, then get back in the truck. Whereas what they did with me is they just put me in the back of the truck where they rode around there. And I would shake the I would shake the spreader, and it
yeah,
would always go out.
I hadn't had too many problems. I'll just carry my used bulk. I'll just take a rubber mallet with me. If I don't hear it, it'll tell me when it jams. If they don't fucking spit it back out within a minute, I'm out in the truck with a rubber mallet, just tapping it a little bit, and I'm fine for 20, 30
Well, you
minutes.
got that Boss one though, so that's probably a pretty reliable tailgate spreader, isn't it?
Yeah, I've
I
had
mean,
it for I've had
yeah.
it for 3 years. In the plow, I've had for three. Yeah, no, it's for 3 or 4 years.
How much was
In the
that?
plow for 2 or 3.
How much was the tailgate spreader? That was probably a decent price,
Uh,
wasn't it?
3,000.
Okay, and that can hold how like can that hold a ton
It hurt.
or
That one there holds 450 pounds.
well that's plenty of salt. I mean you really don't. I mean that's plenty. Like when I went to the
You know,
Spencer Christmas party. Yeah,
if I was traveling from Paul's house and going 10 miles to the Gina Mae's house, and I got 3 or 4 stops in between,
yeah.
I could understand, or going another county or 2 counties over, I can understand a bigger spreader. But I like to know exactly what I'm using. And which I know now they have the spreaders that tell you how much you use. But me, I can bust the bags, throw them in there, and keep track at each place.
And half the
I guess I
battle
got a little
and half the battle
old school in
is
me.
is getting that down to a science though, isn't it? With how much salt you're using. You really should keep track of that. And I don't think like a lot of guys do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff that I'm probably sloppy on, and I got to, do a better job of keeping track of stuff like that. It's and then what do you do if you like buy like too much salt and you have you have a whole bunch extra? It's like okay, well, what do you do? So
Yeah,
I mean,
like with the bulk, I have nowhere to put it. So
no,
where in the bags, I got it, I've got it stacked up in the back corner of my building. Then I've got it stacked against the wall for this supposed storm that's coming in middle to the end of the week. So
I'm showing a picture here on the screen right now, Joe. If you hop on, if you watch the stream, but it's a multi-force that has a tailgate spreader there in the back. It's pretty wild. This is at the it's a multi-force mower package. It's $23,000 or basically 24,000. You get the grandstand, you get mowing deck, upgraded snow tires, plow, mounting system, drop spreader with attachment spreader, light kit, salt buckets. It's pretty wild. But they put a tailgate spreader on the back of the multi-force.
that's interesting.
Yeah, no, you'll have to look at that. I
I have to find
honestly,
it.
it's I have it popped up there on the stream. If you go over there and look, you might be able to see it. But it's something where it's like, hey, wait a minute, I might be able to get. I mean, I could salt my commercial lot with this, but I think they have it counterweighted because, well, also
Yeah,
wait,
I see it.
well, also what you could
Well,
do though, because they have wheels on that. If that could easily mount on and off, then I could just plow the lot first and then just mount it and then go around there and salt it. Or
have you seen the Boss Snow Raiders? And they've got a new one out. It's called something else. Have you seen those?
yeah, I might have an opportunity. I'm talking with Weingart's, my dealer. No, one of my dealers, and I asked him if I could just demo it for one snow event, just for some videos and for some decent press. Because I mean, they're 4-wheel drive. They're anywhere from 12 to 15 grand. They're nice,
Well,
and
my buddy's got one. Him and his crew, they got a sidewalk crew, and that thing's, like it's bad.
it's bad at the bone. can do granular salt on there or like liquid brine on it. It's
Yeah.
pretty wild, isn't it? It's
Now I have looked at the liquid de-icer here recently. Like you put a spray container in the back of your truck, and it's got the hose and it's got the sprayer on it. I've looked at that, but I don't know how much more efficient that would actually be. You know, you pre-treat it, then you come push and you respray it again. I don't know if it's. I feel like you're adding an extra step in the process, but it's something I've looked at.
yeah, there's so many different ways
So
to possibly do that. So, man, Joe, did you have a cat earlier on?
I do that.
It
I
sounded like I
do
was
what?
hearing cats in the background, like they were chirping
Yeah, I
at you.
got. Yeah, well, she's looking at me.
Yeah,
When I broke my hand the next
this is
day
great.
when I went out, I mowed that next day, and I went to start a weed eater, and I put my foot on it, and my foot wasn't far enough down with a weed eater flung up and hit me in the eye, split me open.
Oh,
And I
holy
sat
smokes!
down because I was madder than hell, just upset. Now look in the fence row, and there's this cat just laying in the fence row. Something drug it. And I called my wife and said, "Hey, I got a cat over here. It's damn near dead.
Oh
Come
no!
pick it up, see if we can save it." Well, my wife saved it. And
Of
now this
course.
cat's found its voice.
Oh
But,
man.
you know, I'm not a big cat person, but I love this cat.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I
I
mean,
got my 3 Dalmatians, but I love this cat.
oh yeah.
And she's found her voice. And all she does is, like, late at night or she wants something, all she
She'll
does is meow. I'm
she'll
like, shut up, shut up.
she'll meow and she'll purr at you, and it's usually at night. We
Yeah.
rescued a kitten 4 years ago. She'll be 4 in April. Behind her AC, she was just a couple weeks old. And looking back at it, this cat's like she's my person. Like okay, I'm her person. She doesn't like really my wife or my son very much, but the women, the female cats, and you go on there and look it up, they're not very friendly. Like the male cats are charming, they're cuddly. This cat, she thinks she's a big lion, and she'll challenge me sometimes. I'm like, holy smokes, you're like the tiniest cat, and you're like trying to bite my head off sometimes.
Yeah, well, is yours like 8:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, want to run around the house like it's on crack?
Yeah, it's doing the zoomies because she was actually running through my like, kind of rubbing her like I guess tail on my legs here while we've been talking and trying to hop out on me. It's like no, I'm trying to do a show here right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, this one here, not between 8:30 and 10 o'clock, this little sucker just wants to run all over the house like she's been in the catnip or something.
no, it's funny.
And
Us lawn guys,
just
I
wild.
tell you, Joe, we it's never a dull moment with what we find, right?
Oh no, not at all. And like I said, I sat down that day and just seen it over there, and I was having a mental breakdown. And I called my wife and said, "Hey, you gotta come get this cat. I don't want to see it die." And we tried to find it a home, and nobody wanted her, and we're stuck with her. I went to go get her fixed, and she about ate my hand off, so I kicked her like a football.
Yeah,
And
that's how it works. They're pretty hardy too. So, I mean, they'll just get right
yeah,
back up, and they always land on their fours. But as we depart here, Joe, don't hang up quite yet. I'll talk to you after. What words of wisdom do you want
yeah.
to leave our leave our listeners? Because I mean, I thought I did a lot of mowing. You're eat, sleep, mowing all the time.
I don't know right now if I have any words of wisdom other than just keep doing what you're doing, and damn, I don't know right now. I guess I'm not in that vibe. Just just keep doing what you do and just don't overdo it or overbook yourself to where you just
There.
want to be like some of us crazy guys and just feel like you're going to have like a psycho trip.
Don't overbook. I used to cut way too much. Okay, mowing's great, but then other services make you money though too. But that's all we got. Joe, hang on the phone from Smoking Joe's Lawn Care, and Joe filled in for Greg tonight, but we would have had you on either way because I had asked Greg. I'm like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
yeah. I
absolutely.
said, hey, Greg, let's get Joe on. He goes, I'm about to sit down and watch a movie. So I told him,
Really? Hello and welcome.
I don't know why I played that here. Hold on, Joe, 1 second here.